Hello, everyone. It's good to be moving into a new year full of hope and promise. It would be great to feel the spirit and energy of the holidays present with all of us throughout the coming year. Lois Minkovitz is here again, and as always, I am delighted that she can help out with our session today. How are you, Lois?
I'm very good, Masha. Thank you for having me back again.
Thank you for coming back.
You're welcome.
Lois, I know you've been on a number of shows with me, and we have talked about different things, many of them of a physical nature. Have you heard of chakras? And if so, what can you share with us?
I actually have heard of chakras. I know they are energy centers within their body. They are represented by different colors also, too. The base, which is down by the lower part of the back, is red. The sacrum area is orange. The stomach area is yellow. The heart area is green. And the throat is blue. And I have an interesting story about the blue. The stone I have right here in my ring belonged to my dad, who had throat cancer. He used to wear this stone in his pocket to help out with the throat cancer, believing that the energy would help his throat. And the brow area is an indigo, and the crown is violet. So, yeah, I do know some things about the chakra systems and how they affect our bodies.
That's right, Lois. And in the Western world, we want solid evidence for everything. So chakras are not part of the general medical dialogue here. That being said, we know what the id, ego, and superego are, and they are discussed in the medical field. I think the chakras will become more and more a part of that dialogue. The yogic perspective sees life as pure energy. Energy or life force or prana lies at the base of the spine and needs to be awakened. So the asanas or postures and the pranayama or breath work, along with chanting and meditation, help to accomplish that. The energy soars through our body and saturates our nerves, tissues, and every cell. The central channel along which this energy runs is called the Sushumna Nadi. All along the Sushumna Nadi are the 7 chakras. Chakras are part of the subtle body. They are like wheels of spinning electromagnetic energy, and they can influence the quality of our life experience, as well as serve as a vehicle for our journey to a higher consciousness and a finding of the divine within ourselves. The first chakra is the root chakra. It's right at the base of the spine. This chakra governs matters concerning our security, safety, and survival. All the other chakras are beyond it, so the others only receive the energy that can be passed on to them. The color connected to the first chakra is red. Balanced energy in this chakra presents as a life that is well-grounded and centered, with lots of physical energy and an ability to manifest abundance. If energy is blocked here, one might feel a lack of confidence in achieving goals or have a sense of insecurity and fear. Related illnesses include drug addiction, cancer, arthritis, heart disease, lower back pain, and constipation. How to balance this chakra? With dancing or going barefoot. Also by doing housework and cooking, or if that sounds like just too much work, just hugging a tree will help. The second chakra is the sacral plexus and is located just below the navel. This is the center of sexuality, reproduction, creativity, and passion, as well as physical force and strength. The color for this chakra is orange. When this area is working correctly, a person will feel friendly, creative, and healthy, and be successful. If not working right, one might see problems with overeating, drug abuse, and sexual promiscuity. And in the physical arena, in the form of reproductive problems, bladder infections, and impotence. Too much energy flowing through here can cause self-centeredness and distrust. Too little can cause shyness and confusion. The next chakra is the solar plexus and is located at the abdomen. The color associated with this chakra is yellow. This is the third chakra, is the seat of our emotions, our confidence, and our personal power. If you know someone who seems to have an inner glow, they are probably well balanced in this area. If there is blockage here, it may manifest as anger or a sense of being victimized or perhaps problems dealing with authority. Physically, this chakra is associated with the stomach, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, and the nervous system. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra, and the color is green. It is located, yes, at the heart center. This is the place of love for oneself and others. In fact, a person who lacks compassion may be blocked in the area of the heart chakra. The heart chakra is considered to be the place at which our physical body connects to our spiritual selves. When it is functioning properly, we can feel at peace, experience growth, bring balance to all areas of life, and in turn, help others. Next is the throat chakra, aptly named for its location. The color of this chakra is blue. This is the center of our communication, as Lois had mentioned, and connects us to the world around us. It influences how we interact with others, our judgments, and our truthfulness. Physically, it can affect the mouth, throat, thyroid, and immune system. A lack of energy in this area can cause us to be bossy, egotistical, and perhaps feeling frightened or stressed. The brow chakra is the sixth one. It is called the third eye, and it is located at the middle of the forehead. This chakra involves our capacity to see things that are yet to come, our psychic abilities. It is also related to dreaming and intuition and the ability to concentrate. Its influences over the eyes, nose, central nervous system, and the brain. When this chakra is working properly, we can experience a sense of being in control and also feel confident in our abilities. A lack of energy here can cause headaches, confusion, spiritual fatigue, depression, and anxiety. The seventh chakra is the crown chakra, and its color is purple. It is located at the top, or actually just over the top of the head. This area promotes positive thinking, a sense of a connection to a higher self, and inspiration. If energy is off balance here, there can be problems with the comprehension and retention of knowledge, and just a general apathy. When open, we are released from ego-guided desires and trust more in higher guidance. So we'll go back to the we'll go back to the beginning, to the root chakra, and we will do a yoga session based on that. So let's move to the mats, Lois.
Okay, sounds good.
We begin here today in our usual position of Supta Baddha Konasana, or bound angle position. We're opening up the hips, opening the chest. Soles of the feet come together. Palms of the hands are up. As we allow the life energy, the prana, to enter through the palms of the hands, through the crown of the head, through the soles of the feet. Bring your attention to your breath. Notice the breath. Notice the inhalation and the exhalation. Allow concerns to drift away. Just begin now to make the inhalation just a little bit deeper, a little bit fuller. And allow the exhalation to just extend a little longer. And take several deep breaths like this. As the mind wanders to other things, as it will, just draw it back to your breath. And just return to your normal breath. And then just allow your legs to lengthen. With the feet hip distance, just begin to point and flex the feet, pointing and stretching across the top of the feet and then pulling the toes back towards the face, keeping the heels and the calves well grounded, and pointing and flexing. And then bring the feet slightly farther apart and just rotate, making circles with the feet. Lubricating the ankles, preparing them for the asanas. And then in the other direction. And then bring your feet back to hip distance apart. Take your arms straight up, but allow your shoulders to rest on the bolster or on the floor. So keeping the arms nice and straight, make sure the arms do not go back past the shoulders. Keep them here for healthy shoulders. Begin to open and close the fists gently. Keep the arms long and straight. And keep your toes engaged, not gripping, but pointing at the ceiling. And then bring the palms up towards the ceiling. And then drop the fingertips down. Palms up, stretching, fingertips down. Nice stretch through the top of the hands. Once more up and down. And then bring your palms facing each other and take the arms behind you. You reach with the fingertips and extend through the heels. So you're lengthening through the sides of the body, opening up the rib cage. And just breathing here. Take a deep inhalation. And exhale the arms down in time with your breath. Bring your feet to the floor one at a time. And just sway the knees gently back and forth. So feeling a little massage at the buttocks area. Just waking that area up in the hips. And then coming back to center. And just for a moment, allow your knees, your soles of your feet to come back together and drop to the blocks one more time. And as you do, after you do that, just take your hands to your elbows, each elbow, and lengthen. Let the arms rest either at the bolster or on your forehead. If you have shoulder or neck issues, you can do that. And just breathing here for a moment. And then bring the arms down, bring the knees back up towards the ceiling, lengthen again, extend through the feet and the hands, reaching as though you were being pulled from the top and the bottom, allowing the torso to lengthen. And then exhaling the arms down. Bring your feet mat distance apart and just begin to bring the big toes together and then windshield wiper the feet back and forth. And opening up the hip area. And then bring the legs back to hip distance apart. Bring your arms straight up again, shoulders resting on the bolster. Bring them out to a little slight T, to a slight V is what I meant. And then place the palms towards the front of the room. And begin to just grasp with the fingers and engaging the arms as we circulate energy into the arms. And bring energy from the heart chakra up the long channels of the arms and fingers. And then bring it to a slightly larger V. Bring the 4 fingers together and bring the fingertips to the palm pads vigorously. So again, creating this energy, this feeling of heat and energy in the arms. And the fingers and arms are extensions of the heart chakra. And then just shaking that out and bringing that down to your side. And just once more, we're going to lengthen. So just extending through the body, reaching, always trying to lengthen and extend the spine because that's where the energy is. And then exhaling the arms down. And then just come up and just slide your bolster and pillow to the side or to the top of your mat. And just come back down on your back. Bring your feet to the floor one at a time and your knees to your chest one at a time, and just gently rock them as we warm the lower back area up. And then just rock slightly side to side. Come back to center, widen the knees, take the 4 fingers, tuck them behind your knees, bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling and lower the thighs down onto the ribs, onto the chest. Take a deep breath. And allow that back body to relax. Feel the back body on the ground as it connects with the earth. Bring the knees back together. Bring the feet to the floor. Extend through the feet, extend through the arms. Reaching behind you, lengthening. Now add a pelvic tilt here, so just bringing the pelvis slightly towards the face. Relax the pelvic tilt, bring the arms back down by the side, bring the feet to the floor one at a time. Cross the left leg over the right. Take your left hand and open up that left thigh a little bit. Slide your left hand to the left knee, right to the right. Bring that configuration up to your chest. Feeling a nice stretch through that left hip. And then thread through and interlace behind the right leg and bring that right leg up in the air. Keep your chin even. Push the thigh into your hand so you get that nice hamstring stretch. Point and flex the foot. Make a little circle with it. And the opposite direction. Bring that right foot down to the ground. Cross the other leg all the way over. Take your left hand to a slight T. Bring your right hand to your knees. Allow the knees to drop to the right as your head turns slightly to the left. Keep your shoulders grounded on the floor. Breathe. Inhale to center. Uncross the legs. Cross the right leg over the left. Make sure your knee and hip are in a nice straight alignment. Take the right hand, open up that thigh a little bit, and then bring your hands to your knees and bring this up to your chest. Make sure your chin is nice and even. And then interlace behind that left leg. Extend it up. Reach up with the sole of the foot, spread the toes. Push the thigh into the hands. And then point and flex the foot. And make some circles. And then the other way. Lower that left foot down to the ground. Cross the other leg over. Take your right hand to a slight T on the floor. Your left brings your knees to the left as your head moves gently to the right. And just going so far as you're able. Remember, we always honor the body in yoga. There should be no pain. And coming back to center. If you're feeling discomfort, just go back to a resting pose or to a position that is comfortable and just remain there until we move to the next position. Bring both knees into the chest, rock them gently. Widen the knees just a little, cross the ankles, bring your hands to the top, fingertips pointing down, and just begin to rotate on the lower back, on the sacrum, as we get a little mini massage there for the back. And then just go in the other direction. And And then coming back to center and just uncross the legs, lower them, drop the legs, extend them, extend the hands behind you. And exhaling down. And then we're just going to take the belt for a minute, just to work on the hamstrings a little bit more before we go up, because a lot of people are tight in this area. So we're going to bring the right foot to the floor. We're going to take the left up with the belt at the arch of the foot. We're going to lengthen the arms so that the shoulders rest on the ground as much as possible, pushing that thigh again towards that front wall. And you can see the action in my leg where it straightens more. And we get more of a stretch. Now keep an eye on that right knee. Make sure it does not sway off to the side. And just allowing that to stretch a minute. And then widening the elbows, bring that knee into the chest. Pause. And then push up again. So perhaps you make a little adjustment there. Try not to grip the belt. And then if you can, lengthen the right leg for a moment. And then you can adjust that left leg down a little if you have to. And if that bothers your back, you just stay where you are. Bring that foot back up, the right foot back up, and drop the left one. Leave the left foot on the floor, take the right up at the arch. Extend the foot up, push that sole towards the ceiling and spread the toes. Lengthen the arms. And just breathe. Bring that knee into the chest and push up. Now extend that left leg if you're able. And bring it back up to the floor. See if you can do both feet, if you can put both feet up in the belt. Just kind of pushing out at the edges of the belt. And then releasing. Let's stretch once more from top to bottom. And exhaling down. We'll just roll to the side and come up to a seated position. So we're going to bring the legs straight. Push through the balls of the feet and the heels towards the front of you. Bring your fingertips back by your sides, just slightly behind your back, and lift and open the chest. Ground down with the legs and the buttocks so you're feeling that nice groundedness to the earth, which is what we're accomplishing by opening up that, what we do to open up the root chakra. And then inhale, reach up, keep that extension, reach up tall, stretch up, and then bring the arms forward and lift the chest. So trying to keep the back straight and the front of the chest open. And then inhale, create some space there. Exhale, try to move a little further, closer to the earth as we encourage this chakra to open. And then release, point and flex the feet, and just do a heel slide on the mat. Now widen the legs the distance of the mat. Take your right behind your right knee and gently lift it. Bring the sole of that right foot to the left thigh, the inside of the left thigh. Bring your hands beside you and just lengthen that spine a little so that you're sitting up. And then release. Turn the navel towards that left leg and reach out, lift the chest. Take a breath. So you're feeling a nice hamstring stretch there. And then walking back up, bring your right hand to the floor beside you. Your left comes up by the ear and just slide over towards the right. So giving a stretch, but keep those buttocks grounded nicely. That is our goal today, to keep grounded to the earth. And coming back up, take your right hand to your left thigh, outside of your left thigh, and just inhale, extend, and twist. Drop that back shoulder so it relaxes. keeping the torso nice and straight. Foot is straight, pointed at the ceiling. Release, come back to center. Extend that leg, gently lift the opposite leg. Bring the sole of the foot to the thigh. Reach back with your fingers and just extend your spine a little. Keep that extension, turn your navel towards the foot, and then reach and lift the chest. If you have any knee issues here, you might want to support your knee. You can also support it underneath here. So if that bothers you at all, just creating some space and then exhaling. And then coming back up, take your left hand to the floor beside you, right comes up by the ear, and we reach over. And feeling a nice stretch through the side of the body, keeping the toes of that right foot up to the ceiling. Come back up, take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh, extend up, twist, drop that back shoulder, let it relax. Take a breath. And then coming back and releasing that leg, and just point and flex there again. And just doing windshield wiper action there. And then we'll just bring them back to center, cross one leg and then the other. So support your legs in this cross-legged position. Bring the fingertips behind and extend up. So lift the chest, bring the shoulder blades back together in the back. Lift the crown of the head, not the chin, but the crown of the head up as you extend up. And just for a minute, use your fingers to lift the buttocks right off the ground if you can. And then allow it to settle back down and really resettle there and root down, keeping that extension. Take your right hand to your side, left up by your ear, lean over. Come back, go to the other side. And come back up. Inhale, exhale, bend forward. Let the chin come right down to the chest, round the back. Walk your hands back up. Interlace your hands, bring them up, pointing the knuckles up towards the ceiling. Allow the shoulders to drop a little. And then flip the palms and reach up, lengthening the spine. And then exhaling down. And now we'll come to a standing position. We'll remove the blanket from the mat. And we'll bring the blocks with us to the front. So here we'll begin in Tadasana with feet even and parallel. We're going to lift the toes and spread them, and we're going to place them back down on the mat and feel all four corners of the mat, of your feet engage with the mat. So here we want to envision roots growing from the bottom of our feet right into the ground. We want to make the thighs strong, tuck the tummy to the spine. Let the shoulders come back slightly, chest forward slightly. Raise your arms up and extend the elbows out. And then reach down, let the shoulders drop. Keep the chin even, but let the head extend up towards the sky. Take 2 deep breaths. And today we're just going to go to try to hold the poses just a little bit longer because that encourages the opening of the root chakra. So we're going to reach up overhead, tuck the tummy in, come down, reach wherever you can on your blocks or on the floor, and just letting the weight come towards the front of the feet and allowing the head to just hang for a minute in Uttanasana, forward folding bend. Just bend and straighten your legs a little. So bend and straighten just to get that hamstring stretch. And then just come up on your toes a little in this position. And then coming back down. Bring your arms, release your knees a little bit, and bring your arms straight back behind you, and then come up. Inhaling, exhaling to prayer, and to Tadasana. Now we will put our hands on our hips. We're going to step back with the right foot angled out slightly. The front leg is straight, and we bring our hips in the same direction, in the front, to the front of us. Inhale the arms up. Exhale and bend the forward knee. And the knee should be at a 90-degree angle, so make sure the knee remains right over the ankles. Lift up with the fingertips. Ground with the feet. Feel a grounding, a connection with the earth. And let's just hold this for a minute. Bring the hands to the hips, step forward, check your position again, making sure that you're in a nice Tadasana position. And then step back with the left foot angled out slightly. Bring the hips to the front. Inhale your arms straight up, reach up with your fingers, bend the forward knee. Don't let the back arch collapse on you, so keep that, both feet are grounded strongly to the earth. We're making that strong connection today. Take 2 deep breaths. Bring the hands to the hips and step forward. Inhale, round the shoulders. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, ha, ha. Inhale up. Exhale, ha, ha. Inhale up. Exhale, ha, ha. Now we'll just bring the blocks and come to the front of the mat. We're going to step wide. So feet here are even and parallel. Make sure that you're engaging, so you're lifting the arches of your feet and you're not sagging down in this way. That way you have more of an opening in the groin area. Bring your right arm up next to your ear. Let your left one slide down your outer thigh and just bend to the side, feeling a nice stretch through that right side. Inhale up. Bring the other arm up by your ear. Bend to the other side. And then coming up. Now just with a straight torso, hinge at the hips and come down and rest your head on the block. So if you can, wherever you can go, some people can go all the way to the floor, and just letting the weight move towards the balls of the feet and allowing the head to rest a moment. And then just toe heeling together and coming up. It's interesting, in yogic thinking, the root chakra can sometimes be blocked from things that have occurred generations ago, such as natural disasters or famine. Just an interesting thought, some food for thought there. And now we're going to step wide once more. Keeping the torso straight, turn the left foot out all the way, turn the right one in a little. Face your torso towards the front of the room and just ground down into the earth. Feel yourself as part of the earth. And then exhale, bend that forward knee so it comes into a nice 90-degree angle. Sometimes you have to adjust. Arms are strong, they're at shoulder level or below. And we're gazing out over that left hand. Envision a red fluid flowing from the crown of your head down to the root chakra, to the base chakra, right at the base of your spine in the area of the pelvis. Enriching that root chakra. Bring the hands to the hips, the front leg is straight, bring it back to neutral in the middle. Turn the right foot out all the way. Left one comes in slightly, hips to the front of the room. Extend the arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend the forward knee. Gaze out over the arm. Make sure your knee stays at that nice 90-degree angle. Lift that back arch. Don't let the thigh collapse in the back. And breathe. Again, just holding it a little longer, rooting down. And then straightening the front leg and bringing the hands to the hips. Bring your feet to a forward position and just toe heel together for a moment. Tap the legs. Come to that nice Tadasana position again. Inhale, spread your toes. Exhale, place them down. Inhale, bring your arms halfway, not above your shoulders. Lift up on your toes, getting a drishti or a gaze point, something steady in front of you. Just trying to strengthen the feet and the ankles, hips. Bring the hands overhead if you're able. And then exhaling down. Bring your hands to heart center in prayer position. Turn one foot out so that you're placing it at the other ankle. And just for a moment, get a drishti, a gaze point here. And we can take this further by moving the foot up the calf or up to the thigh. However, this is very good for the brain and balancing the brain and the body anyway. Bring that foot back. Take the other one out so that it's just placed against the ankle. Take a breath. And then bring that to center and release the hands. Now we're going to come down to the mat for a moment, just on our bolster for a minute. So we're going to sit for a minute on the bolster. We're going to do a little meditation, a little chanting here. And this particular chakra, each chakra has a different chant. For the root chakra, it's lung. Now this chant is 5,000 years old, so it's kind of cool to think about how many people over the years have chanted this very thing. And this promotes the opening of the root chakra. So before we begin, we'll focus on one quality that we would like to bring into our own lives that's related to the root chakra, such as centeredness, stability, security, groundedness, and an ability to be open to abundance. So as we call one of those things to mind, we're going to begin the chant. And when we're done with lung, I will move into Om, and I'll instruct you as we do that. Bring your palms face up on your thighs. Sit tall and erect. Inhale. Lung. Inhale. Lung. Keep your eyes closed. Once again, envision the red fluid flowing from your head all the way down, settling into the root chakra, encouraging the opening of that chakra for us to feel more secure and stable. Now bring your first finger and thumb together and press gently, extending the rest of the fingers. And we'll do Om twice. Right now, we're going to bring our attention, though, to the center of the forehead, to the third eye, to the brow chakra. The point at which we believe that our physical body, the earth, meets with the sky, the spiritual self. And we'll do Om twice. So we inhale. And just bringing that sense of centeredness to ourselves. So we'll come down just for a moment to our knees. And I think I should be going this way. Let's switch that up. And so we start in that table position. Let's inhale the head forward. Exhale, round the back. Inhale forward. Exhale, round the back. Come back to neutral just for a moment, just holding here and noticing the connection of the top of our feet to the mat, the bottom of our hands. Grounding to the earth. And then moving the hands forward, index finger straight, palms are flat, and then we're tucking the toes and coming up into down dog. And just allowing the head to hang. Lois is accommodating for her neck and shoulder problems, so she's going to stay right where she is. And then I'm going to move into a plank position so where the shoulders are right over the arms. And once again, just holding this position a little longer. And then dropping the knees, toes together, resting in child's pose. And then we're just going to come back up. We're going to bring our blanket back down as we prepare to do a little more stretching and our Shavasana. So keeping your bolster and pillow nearby and just laying down that blanket. So we're coming down. Let's bring our knees into the chest and just rock them for a minute. And then bring the feet to the floor. Palms down at your side. Walk the shoulder blades down and back. And we're going to firmly ground with the feet as we push down with the hands and lift up, feeling very, very connected with the earth below us. Again, holding a minute, take a few deep breaths. And then just lowering down one at a time. Just extend the legs, extend the arms, and just reach. Lengthening the body. Exhale the arms down. Bring the feet to the floor one at a time. Bring your arms to a slight T at your sides. Let your legs drop to the right. Let the head move slightly to the left. Inhale to center. Press down with the feet and the small of the back. Let the legs drop to the left as the head moves slightly to the right. Inhale to center. Cross the left leg over the right, but this time instead of crossing straight, move that ankle over a little. So there's just a slightly different stretch, and bring that to your chest. And then allow Allow that to drop down, uncross the legs, bring the other one over, allowing that ankle to move a little further over, and then lift that up to your chest. And then releasing down, uncross the legs, lengthen and stretch from the top right through the bottom. And exhaling the arms down. And now we'll just bring the bolster beneath our legs and a pillow beneath our head as we prepare for Shavasana. And those of you at home, if you don't have the props, you can always accommodate by using a rolled blanket or just resting with your legs flat on the ground. So once again, we bring our attention back to the breath. Noticing the rise and the fall. Now in this position of Shavasana, or corpse pose, where we are very still, we are also encouraging the root chakra to open, encouraging energy there, because almost every part of our body is grounded with the earth here. So just take several deep breaths here. As you inhale, inhale a sense of security and safety. And as you exhale, exhale all your fears and worries into the mat. Allow yourself to feel the strong support of the earth below you. Notice all the points where the body touches the earth. Feel safe here. And for a moment as we rest here, with your eyes closed, envision yourself walking in a place that, in your favorite place, a place that you love. Notice the air around you, the smell of the air. Feel the sun on your face. Hear the sounds of your surroundings. Let them come to you. And especially notice the feeling of the earth below your feet. We can also encourage the opening of the root chakra through dancing, walking barefoot, gardening, working with clay, these things that bring us closer to the earth. And then just begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. And then roll to your side, your right side. And just rest for a moment. With the feeling of groundedness, of being one with the earth. And then just maintaining that calm, bring yourself to a simple seated position. Cross-legged position, bring your hands to heart center, sit tall, and then bow the busy thinking mind to the more intuitive wisdom of the heart. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, everyone.